Folks, welcome back to the channel. Doug with Stacking Investments here. I got one more what's in the box before I call it a night. For the new viewers, what's in the box is where my LCS purchases go. So I have a chance to film it for you. Then I determine if it goes in an album collection, if it goes in a box for my permanent stack, or if it goes in another box for future sell trade or upgrade for gold. And let's get the last thing out of here. I picked up a 1926S Oregon Trail commemorative $50. This is now the second one I have. I don't remember the date on my other one. And I picked this up. I was at the coin shop a few videos back. You saw I purchased a whole slew of Franklins. And a few videos back I talked about, well, I gave credit to Silver Star Eagles, talking about how don't be intimidated by other people's stack, and everybody has their own budget and everything, and it doesn't matter what your budget is, if it's $5 a month, $10 a month, if you're buying one coin or if you're buying 1,000 coins. Everybody's budget is different. You just do what you can so you stay ahead of 90% of the other people out there. My collection and my stack in my collection over the years has reached the point where and I know this is not going to affect everybody, but I selectively purchase this coin. I bought it for a reason. Every time I purchase something, I have a reason for doing it. I just have a mindset, and I have a philosophy when I'm in the coin store, if I'm out somewhere where they have coins, or I'm looking online and I'm making a purchase. I have a reason for buying it. I don't buy just like generic buffaloes to tube up. It's not my style. It might be your style. It's not my style. But my stack and my collection, because of selling at the flea market and some other avenues, unfortunately, I'm no longer selling. I'm not going to sell through the channel. But my collection and stack reached a point where it is self-perpetuating. It's reached the point where I can sell my stack, or part, not my entire stack, but I can sell what I bought to put in the future sell and trade box. When I pull that stuff out, especially now, because it's for what I see, it's a good time to be selling. And so I'm selling off the extras, the duplicates, some of the stacks that I don't want, and then I'm able to buy back in and increase my stack with the sale and the profits. Now I'm trying to put that money with the sale of the scrap metals I'm sending to the scrap yard, and I'm selling one of my vehicles and all of that to get the funds to pay my house off. But I had to dip into it to catch a deal that increased my stack and supply that I can send out to the flea market, and part of the profits went to buying this coin. I already have one, but if you remember in my videos on my typeset, I had one of these in the commemorative slot, but I had a bunch of different commemoratives that I had purchased, so I got a Dan's Co. commemorative album, and I stripped all the coins I had in here. I think I stripped everything but the Stone Mountain. But I had a Pilgrim, I had one of these Oregon Trails, and then I had a South Carolina commemorative. And I gotta take my glove off. Give me just a second to move that slide. And I moved those commemoratives over to the commemorative album to fill those spots. And I pulled these extras out and fit back in here as temporary fillers. Well, now it is time to upgrade back out. It's the fun thing about your albums. You can swap things around, especially in the typeset. You can upgrade, and I'll give you a good look at it. It's a pretty nice coin. It is an S. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus. See, 1926, and then I flip it over, and you can see the S down here in the lower corner. I'm going to put the Indian side up, because that's my favorite side of the coin. Fit that in. And now I have an Oregon Trail back into my typeset. And I can take this cheap proof Washington and I will sell this. I will put this in the box to sell at the flea market. I think I got this out of the junk bin when it was 17 or 18 times face. I'll probably throw $15 on it and set it out at the flea market this Saturday when I set up. So that's that. That takes care of that. Upgrade to the typeset. It's the nice thing about the collections. You're always, especially the typeset, you can do all kinds of things with the typeset. You can upgrade. You can put coins in for certain purposes. I just wanted the older original commemoratives in there instead of the modern. So, but when I pulled, like I said, I pulled the ones I had out to go in that other album collection, and I just fit these in for placeholders until I swap back out with the ones I want. I think I had a Texas in there too, so I may not have had a Stone Mountain. I had the Pilgrim, the Texas, the South Carolina, and the Oregon Trail. So, but I wanted an Oregon Trail back in here, so I have accomplished that. And then one other pickup, because I bought all those proof Franklins and the other Franklins on a deal, and I told you that they also had like 20 or 30 tubes or 40 tubes of Kennedys, and they had some other Walkers, and they had tubes of quarters and tubes of dimes came in on 90%. I purchased all the proof Benjis and all the uncirculated Benjis with profits to increase my stock, give me supply to sell at the flea market to make more money, to flip and make more money. When I went back today, to look and see what they had, between that afternoon and this morning, they made a couple phone calls and they sold all of that entire stock of 90% that they purchased is sold. Now they still have a bin full of quarters. They still have a bin full of dimes. They have a few random $50. They're Kennedys, so I'm not buying the Kennedys. I'm not stacking the Kennedy. I have a couple of rolls, but not one that I want to stack. But I came in today and they presented me with this. They were holding it. They didn't even have it out. And they said, well, you bought all our Benjis from that last lot. And they showed me this is a complete set in one of these capital holders. It's all 35 coins. It is a complete set. If you've been following my channel, you know that I have 13 completed sets already. And I kind of slowed down on putting sets together, but yeah, there's a bunch of circulated coins in here. I was thinking about taking this apart and make this a uncirculated set, but I now have 14 complete sets, and they sold this to me. Going rate is 25 times face, and they sold me this set for 24 times face. So I had to pull the trigger on it. I prefer to stack the Franklins over, although I have Walkers in my stack, I prefer to stack the Franklins. It's an easy set if you're new to stacking, or if you've been stacking and want to dabble in numismatics. I highly recommend, and I've said it in other videos where I put albums together and finished out collections in my videos, the Franklin set is probably your best bet. You're probably stacking the Franklins anyways, or have some in your stack, and you could start with that, and then when you're looking through the junk bin, you can find the other dates. I've showed where it's an easy set to do, and then you can upgrade to uncirculated. There's nothing super expensive. Your 55, 56 are, well, 55, where's that on here? The 55 is your mintage key date. The 56 in uncirculated is a little tough to find. And my biggest obstacle in doing this set is the 52S and the where is it? The 54S. The 54S. Those are my four. When I was doing a set, those were always the last four to hunt down. Like I said, 55 is your mintage key date. But even then, everything in here is affordable. You can find all the dates within the junk bin at your LCSs if they let you search. It's not that hard to find uncirculated coins. If you get into graded versions, you get the higher grades and maybe full bell lines and stuff, then, you know, those are even still affordable. It's when you get to the proofs. When, you know, if you want proofs, your 50, 51, and 52 are going to set you back a pretty penny, especially for nicer grades. But the whole set in general is relatively inexpensive. You can find them all in the junk bin. I've done it several times. I have, follow my channel, I have my Littleton album, which includes the proofs. I just finished that set. Everything in it is uncirculated. I have 3 Danskos and another album type. I have 3 Danskos and one other album type that are uncirculated. They're complete, and then the rest of my album collections are just random junk bin find coins. But it's a fun set. It's only, without the proofs, it's only 35 coins. So even if you don't want to do album sets, you can make the set in 2 tubes. It's 35 coins, and then you could fill the other 5 spots with some proofs, or, you know, whatever you want to do. But easy set to put together. It's not hard. This is the set I recommend if you've never been in, if you didn't get into numismatics and you want to get your feet wet, this is the set I recommend. But anyways, let me know your thoughts down below. What'd you think of the Oregon Trail I put in the typeset? What do you think of this capital holder? I know it's all junk bin. It's mostly junk bin. There might be a few uncirculated in here. There's probably a few that are cleaned, but I got it at, picked this set up at 24 times face. So I figured if you were going to, you know, if I was going in intentionally to buy $20 face in constitutional, why not just go ahead and buy a complete set and put that back. Again, this came from funds from selling coins, so this is, you know, I'm using the sale of coins and profits to expand the collection. I may or may not take this out to the flea market and try to flip it as is, or I may, it depends on what I want to do. I may tinker around and make this an uncirculated set. I don't know yet. I've got possibilities for this, but I thought it was pretty cool. And that's it, folks. Let me know your thoughts down below. I enjoy it, and I will see you on another video.